Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am working on another skeleton leaf for my Design With Me series. Today's is the Aspen leaf out of my little sketchbook, and I'm drawing the outline of it, setting it up in its own little panel. You make a little layer, sorry, not a panel. I work in layers, that way there if I get going and I really like something, it's saved. And if I do a layer on top of that, everything underneath is not touched. I can't make an error on it. And you can see I liked my outline so much, I made a new layer to work on the center part. And it's just a lot of little fussy stuff going on. Doing the arc of the center of the leaf, adjusting that, then doing little bitty marks to start the veins, to see how I like them, and a lot of back and forth, just moving around. I don't like to stay in one place too long. It hurts my eyeballs staring at a screen, staring at my paper. I like to keep my eyes moving, keep my hands going, and that also helps kind of keep things, I don't know how to explain it, but if you go from one side to the other, you're more likely to stay even than if you work on one spot in one area and have to move out from there. Some artists do that and they're fabulous. My mind does not work like that. I gotta bounce around and add the images where I can. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself so that you guys can enjoy a little snippet of music. Any music that I play is going to be from bensound.com. I hope you enjoy, and I'll be back with you in a minute. All right. I hope you enjoyed that piece of music. Here you can see I did a lot of work right there and then went in and I'm deleting it. I decided that a caterpillar sat there and had himself a dinner when that leaf was nice and juicy. So all of my other leaves, I've taken out little chunks on the outer edge as if they got trampled or something. But here I was like, oh, let's take it out of the center. I wasn't really happy with the center and how it was going, so we make it work for ourselves. I'm also going in and darkening up a couple of the areas. Now these darker areas are going to hold a lot of foil. if someone is going to do a foiling technique on these. So I like to keep that in mind and be visually appealing. So we're going to have about 3. That's usually my thing, is the nature in groups of 3. 3 odd number, you know, for some reason it works. So I don't fuss with it. I let it go. Let's do 3. And I'm also going to go in and darken up the center, add some more little leaf burrs. I don't know what else to call them, but those little dinky lines, the little veins and stuff. So let's see, where am I? There I am, there at the bottom. And I'm just adding lots of fussy, just a lot of fussy stuff. And you bounce around. Don't let your eye settle on one area. And it helps in the symmetry too, because if you get heavy-handed on one side, you know, it kind of throws everything off. And I will set some new music for you as we continue with the fiddling. I'll be back in a minute. All right. At this point, I've zoomed in. This is where the really tidbitty stuff comes in. And I go around the design, filling in all the tiniest of holes and looking for any scragglers, any lines that are not connected. Because it's a leaf All their lines need to be connected. This also helps in the end. Now, this image I would not recommend sending through the Cricut. Having to go through and around all those lines, I don't know if it would work. I would have to do a simpler design with Cricut in mind if that's what I was going to go for. Now, the thing with Cricut is you have to have a solid image. If you have a line on a line, it will double cut it. So this image has a line on line. We have the inside image on top of the outer rim. Now I'm going to open up the layers in a little bit and copy the outer rim and the inside to another page and then connect the two lines so they become one instead of two separate units. And that also helps in printing and stuff. It just helps for a clean, crisp line. And when you highlight it all, it will show you if there's any little tidbits that might get missed while printing. All right, here I'm selecting and it's turned green, and that's just saying that if you could actually really see it was green and red. It just shows that I highlighted the images on the green and red layer, and now it's blue because I've highlighted it on the layer I pasted it to. And if you see it here in the corner, there was a lot of little blue specks, and now those specks are gone. If I had left those specks on a design that was Cricut, Silhouette, any of those design space cutters, it would try to cut out those teeny little specks. So you just go in and you clean them up. And granted, this one's not a cut file, but it's a good habit to be in. And when I moved it there, you could see it was like a a silhouette, shadowy, and that's actually what would be the cut file, how it would look if you were to cut it out. And I deleted all the junk stuff, and here it is, the original and the new digital design. I want to thank you so much for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.